We've previously learned about combined units, which is a unit which is a combination of two other units. So some common types of combined units are, for instance, speed. So here we have, for instance, kilometers per hour. We can see there are two units there. Another common combined unit would be density, which has units of mass over volume. And the most common one we see, for instance, is grams per milliliter. Well, sometimes we need to convert from one combined unit to another. So, for instance, in the metric system, we might do a density in grams per milliliter, but in the imperial system, we might do it in pounds per cubic inch. So we need to be able to convert from one combined unit to another. This seems really difficult at first, but the key here, really, just break it up into two parts, convert the top, convert the bottom, and then recombine them. So let's look at an example here for speed. The Earth moves around the Sun at an average speed of 107,300 kilometers per hour. How fast is the Earth moving in units of meters per second? So we look at this and we say, okay, let's do my given, find, and connect. I am given a speed of 107,300, and I see that this combined unit, that really is a fraction, so that's how I'm going to write it, kilometers per hour. And I want to find, my question mark is meters per second. So what I need to do when I connect these is I'm just going to worry about the top and worry about the bottom separately. So I want to turn this 107,300 kilometers into meters. And I want to turn this hour here, that's really implying 1 hour. I need to turn that 1 hour into seconds. And then I have a fraction here, I can turn it back into a fraction over here. So I'm just going to split the problem into two parts, just pretend they're completely separate, and then I'll put them back together at the end. So my kilometers to meters, and my hours to seconds. So we're obviously going to need a couple conversion factors here, so some of that given information must be implied. For instance, kilometers to meters, we should know that 1 kilometer is equal to 1,000 meters. So I'm going to add that to my given. I just know that information. Hours to seconds, I might not know that directly, but I do know that 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes, and 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. So I can make a relationship between hours and seconds. So now we're just going to do the math and then put it back together. So let's scroll down, make some more room here. So the first thing I'm going to do is turn my kilometers into meters. So I have 107,300 kilometers. Kilometers was here, so it has to go on the bottom down here. Meters is going to go on top. 1 kilometer is 1,000 meters. So now I'll have 107,300, and then I have to add 3 more zeros to that. So I have that many meters. Now okay, so check on the top. Now I'm going to do it on the bottom. So I have 1 hour. I need to turn that into seconds. So I have hour here. It needs to go down here. 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. So I get rid of my hours. But I want to go to seconds, so I need to get rid of my minutes. They're going to go on bottom. 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. So now my minutes will cancel. I'll be left with seconds. And 1 times 60 times 60 gives me 3,600 seconds. So I converted the top. I converted the bottom. To get my speed, all I need to do is recombine these. So I'm going to do the top divided by the bottom, which will give me units of meters per second. So 107,300,000 divided by 3,600 seconds. Still going to give me a pretty large number. It's going to give me 2.981 times 10 to the 4th meters per second. So because we separated it, we made our lives really easy. We just we converted the top, converted the bottom, divided those two pieces to get back to our combined unit now in meters per second.